Hey gals, it's Kristen, and I'm here for my 38-week update. I am still pregnant, and I am so grateful. I am feeling much better this week than I felt last week, which I am also super grateful for. I really, like I shared last week when I said I was starting to feel better at the tail end of the week, I feel like the reason why I'm feeling better is because I've been eating better. So I've been keeping my checklist religiously, which I forgot to bring in here again this week. Sorry. But I've been keeping up with my checklist religiously and making sure that I'm crossing everything off on that brewer checklist. And I feel way better, which is wonderful. I'm tired. I'm looking forward to tomorrow because I don't have to do anything and I'll be able to just doze. Last Saturday I ended up just dozing most of the day, really. Usually I try and read a lot on Saturdays, but I kind of dozed off, and so this week I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being the same thing. This week has been a big week, but I felt much better. School has gone well with the kids. I actually have had a couple of feelings of just those mythical homeschool feelings where you're looking at your family and you're like, oh, this is just so wonderful, because sometimes homeschooling is really actually quite stressful. But one of my kids decided to spontaneously draw a poster-sized periodic table, and then my little ones made like stick puppets with popsicle sticks, and they did their little puppet show, which was really cool. And then I've been letting my little ones help clean and stuff a lot more, kind of trying to practice what I've been preaching in my podcasts and things. And so it's gone pretty well. There's definitely been rough spots. My 8, almost 9-year-old his school workload is much greater this year, and his chore workload is much greater this year because he's getting older and he's had a hard time with that transition. So that's been a little rough. I actually feel like the amount of complaining he's done makes him sound like a middle-aged woman who's always complaining about everything. And it's like, oh my gosh, Caitlin, you've got to stop complaining. You're driving everybody nuts. But I think he's getting better. We've given him some limits that, you can say that you don't like doing this, but you cannot have an endless stream of complaint come out of your mouth for hours on end. And I've been trying to watch myself too, like, don't complain, because he's picking it up from you. Anyways, so it hasn't been all roses, but I'm definitely feeling a lot better. The baby doesn't feel as low as last week. Like, I'm not having the bowling ball feeling, but I do think the baby is still pretty low. I'll show you my belly in a minute. I do think the baby's still pretty low because I'm not really having heartburn so much anymore. I'm having it here and there, but it's nowhere near what it was. So I think the baby's pretty low. As far as other pregnancy symptoms, I'm feeling like heavy, like there's a lot of belly. I can't do the middle belly support anymore. I have been still doing the prenatal cradle, but I was actually starting to get a little bit of chafing, so I've been taking days off here and there, and today I'm taking a day off from it. Digestive issues, I think, are better. I've been pretty religious about taking my probiotic. I'm also still working on reviving my kefir to get it ready to start actually making kefir so that I can start doing smoothies again. I've been doing some broths and things like that, just things to help get my digestive system back in line. And I think that's helped, because I was going back and forth and I think I shared last week, I think one of the reasons why the baby went so low is because I was having some trouble with constipation, which was really irritating my uterus. And I think that was bringing baby pretty low. And so that's pretty much resolved. So I've been pretty regular, but not loose, which is the problem I was having before, like trying to balance. So what I've been doing is I've been doing a probiotic every night. My midwife really wanted me to take the Floridix again, which I was skeptical of because when I took that with the probiotic before, I ended up having to sit in the bathroom constantly. That didn't happen this time. She felt like maybe it was because of the stress of FAIR too. So I've been taking the probiotic and a half dose of Floridix every night, which is what she told me to take. And then every other night, I've been doing a magnesium tea. And I think that's helped keep things regular, but not too loose. So in case any of y'all are struggling with that, that's what's been working for me. As far as other pregnancy signs, I'm definitely having pretty good Braxton Hicks at this point. They kind of vary in intensity, and I've had a couple of nights where they felt like they've got kind of regular, but then they puttered out, and other nights that hasn't happened. So I think it just depends on the night. One thing that I've had with a lot of them this time around that is a little different than I've had before is I've had almost like hot flashes with them. So like it'll feel really hot during the Braxton Hicks. That doesn't happen with everyone, but it happens with some of them. And some of them are pretty good, like making me think, okay, you know, this baby's going to come and, you know, during my birthing time, it's going to be way more intense than this, you know, just those memories coming back. And I think that's been good because it's started getting me mentally ready. I'm feeling more mentally ready. I still want baby to hang out for a week or so, but I'm in the single digits until my due date as I record this. So anytime really, but I do still want baby to hang out, maybe for a week, and then I think I'll feel really ready. But I've been able to start visualizing about the birth, which is something I was having trouble with before, I think just because of my own apprehensions. So that's been happening more, which makes me happy, makes me feel more ready, and starting to get ready like for the intensity of the birth. So I actually am about to publish a podcast where I talk a lot more about that. I'll try and remember to put a link to it under the video so that if y'all want to listen to the podcast, kind of listen to me be introspective, you can listen there. I'm trying to keep today a little short because I did get the baby seat and I also got the Rock and Play. Like I shared last week, I ordered both those with the completion discount and they came this week. So I was going to see if I could move you guys over there to take a look at that. So I think I'll show you my belly now and then show you those. Those are the only like really new things that came this week that I wanted to show them to you. And then, yeah, and then I'm hoping I'll do an update next week and then maybe we'll meet baby. Maybe baby will surprise me and be late. We'll see. But yeah, I'm feeling good right now. And, you know, most of the signs and symptoms are doing pretty well, which I'm grateful for. So let me show you my belly, and then I'll show you baby stuff. So baby is like definitely sticking out. I'm wearing a skirt this week so I can show you my belly. Baby is definitely sticking out now. And I don't have any support. Like with a support, my belly would still look massive. But without any support, definitely sticking out. And like I said, baby is really, really pretty low. Because this is like where baby starts. So that's my belly. That is a 38 and 5-day belly. Because I'm recording this a little late in the week. Okay, so now I'm going to try and move y'all over. And I'm sorry for the camera being shaky while I do it. I'm going to move you here. You can see my birth tub there and my husband's stuff. Okay, so we'll show you the Rock and Play first since that's what's here. But so this is the Rock and Play. And it was really pretty easy to set up. And it's also really easy to unfold. Let's see if I can get it angled down a little more. I think that's about as far as it goes. Okay, so it was really easy, you know, really easy to set up. And it just rocks a little, but I did get the model that has the auto rocker. So you can see that right there. And it's really pretty cool because it has a plug and it comes with storage for the plug built in. I'm not sure if the plug will reach from right here, but I was going to see if it would so I could show it to you on. So let's see if it'll go over there. Maybe it won't reach. Okay, it does. Alright, so I don't know if you can see that the light came on, but it rocks itself, which is pretty cool. And it's got 2 settings. The green is like a 30 minutes, and then the blue is a 6 hour. And then it's got different speeds. I think this is actually the faster speed. Yeah. And then that's the slow speed, and it's got a whole bunch of different sounds. Like white noise sounds and and, you know, cheesy baby music sounds. So that's the Rock and Play. Turn it off there. It's really, really easy to fold up to. You just, you know, push the button and then it folds and it stores pretty compactly. So I'm excited to use it. I'll just move it over here for now. You know, it just sits right there. So I'm excited to see if baby likes it. And then this is the car seat that I got. It is on its base right now. Let's see. Maybe put it up here. Put it up on the turd box so you can see it better. Alright, there you can see it better now. It's on my birth pool in a box. So it's an Evenflo seat. And like the reviewer said, it's really cushy, which I like. It has these, some people said these don't work really well, but it has these places where you can stick the seat buckles so that they're open, which definitely seems to me like it'll be nice with a newborn baby. This is the sizing that it came on. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to set it down to at least here when the baby comes. But, I don't know that I'll have to go all the way down because my babies are pretty big. But I figured I'll wait for the baby to come because even though it's not too, you know, too much trouble, sizing a baby seat down is pretty much a pain. Anyway, you put it. It's got this neat little headrest which is super cushy and it just velcros on around the back. So that's pretty straightforward. I'll put it back on right now. But that's pretty straightforward and pretty cushy. So again, the entire seat, like this seat padding is really, really cushy. So that makes me happy. The buckles, pretty standard, everything there. It doesn't seem to have that generous of a canopy. So that's as far up as the canopy goes. The canopy does seem to be reasonably well connected, which is a problem I always had with Graco seats, so maybe that'll be nice, but I wish the canopy did go forward a little bit more. And then the bar moves really easily. And it has 4 positions, just like a standard seat would. The base is pretty neat too. This is like the slimmest base I've seen on a baby seat in a long time, and it's got this neat little positioning thing. So you have 1, 2, 3, like 4 different positions that it can be at to help it fit in your car. I actually kept the base out just to do this video, so we'll probably install it in the van. At least the base, the seat will stay in. But I'll probably go ahead and install the base in the van now. Our van, the little van where this is going to go, does have latch. So we'll use the latch connectors. But it's also got a nice little lock off for the seat belt if you need to use a seat belt. So it seems to be pretty, you know, a pretty nice base, and the seat locks in there nice and firm. And then the back of it, I mean, this is pretty standard as far as baby seats go, but there's where you readjust the back. So, I mean, we'll see how baby likes it, but I'm really hopeful with the cushy seat and the cushy headrest and everything that it'll be nice and comfortable for the baby. I'm hoping we don't have to go anywhere for a couple of weeks because we won't have to go to the midwife's office for a postpartum follow-up until the 2-week visit, and I'm honestly hoping we don't need to go anywhere until then. But I am anticipating getting a lot of use out of it, going to appointments when I start going back to births when the baby's 3 months old and everything like that. So that's the seat and the Rock and Play. And now that I've got those, I really do feel like I'm pretty much ready for baby to come. Still want baby to hang out for a little while, but like I said, I'm feeling a lot better, and just starting to feel excited about meeting the baby, being able to kind of picture the birth and think about how that'll go, and holding my newborn and meeting who this little person is for the first time is pretty exciting. So with that, I will let you ladies go, and hopefully I'll talk to you next week we'll see what happens in the next week, and I hope that y'all have a blessed week.